Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and you guys, I'm so excited. Today we are going to be doing a full face of first impressions on the high-end makeup. Now, before we get started, let's address a little spot in the room. This spot. I don't know sometimes what the cosmic joke is surrounding me trying to wash my beauty blenders and brush my teeth and like be a human, but I swear to you, there is a joke somewhere there that I am just not getting, like a punchline that I personally just don't hear. So I just wanted to go through and address that little moment just because like it'll drive you guys insane if I don't, but like editing Paige will have an actual fiasco trying to be like, what do? I didn't mention it. Oh my god, how do I get it? Like editing Paige can't stand little things like that. I know her personally, so we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna move past it, but it is going to thoroughly drive me nuts, and I just wanted to answer it for you guys so you knew why I had this random wet spot right in the middle of my boobs, because it's noticeable. So that aside, loving my little off the shoulder 80s moment. Just got this from like American Eagle. It's like some oversized off shoulder, I don't know what it is, but I picked it up. I wanted like this little moment. I was going for like the gold hoop situation. I'm kind of liking it. I think it's gonna come together, and once we get some makeup on, girl, we gonna be ready for what? I'm not sure, but that's irrelevant. A little bit of lip loving first. They need it. Okay, beautiful people, hair is back, lips are good and shiny, and we are ready to go into our first product, which of course is going to be primer. Now, I'm very excited to dabble into this primer. However, I just wanted to take a second because a couple of these items are covered in what looks like actual dirt, and I just wanted to ease your fear and talk about it for 1 second. So this is the primer I'm going to be diving into. This is from Ofra. It's their Northern Lights primer, and as you can tell, the box is, well, not white, which is what it's supposed to be. So I am going to just take this out of here and show it to you that it's not just on the box. Oh no, because otherwise I could have avoided all of this, but it's also all over the actual packaging. Now I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on camera, but there is a lot of this dirty dust all over it, and this is what happens when Ulta breaks all of the shades that you ordered in one order. Just wanted you guys to know, if that's something you happen to be seeing, well, it's real, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've already cleaned everything to the best of my ability. Okay, so moving past all that, because like Paige is still happy, she's still filming, we're still living our best lives. I just wanted to get the little disclaimer out there. I'm a little bit frustrated, but like, it's okay. So on the back of the box here, it says that you can prime and glow without the oiliness in this soft focus primer. Imperfections will be diffused as the light catching prepping lotion dries to a satin finish and creates a smooth base for your makeup. And you just apply it underneath of your foundation per usual. So let's go ahead and, okay. Ooh, that packaging is kind of gorgeous. Like, I'm not mad at that. Ooh, okay, so nice light. Okay, there you go. You really got to find the light. Okay, not bad. I actually kind of like the fact that it's not like overly glowy. It looks like it has more of a dewy sheen to it. I want to rub it all the way in here. Now, I can't decide if this smells like a hippie covered in patchouli or an old person going to the grocery store. I can't figure it out. But it is interesting. Okay, not my favorite scent either way, but let's go ahead and apply it. I actually like that when you rub it in, you really can't see any like sheen, quote unquote, on the skin, but up close you do see a nice diffusion of like the wrinkles and fine lines. I'm just gonna apply a little bit at first and like work it over the entire surface. Now you will probably notice I only applied that on the one side. On the other side, I'm going to go in with a different primer. This is from First Aid Beauty. It is their Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Primer. And this one I actually have just a little sample of here. I probably got it for free in the box when I ordered everything, but I still want to test it out because I'm super, super curious. And a lot of you have more like normal to dry skin, so I like to test out anything that can give us a little prolonged hydration as well. Okay guys, so I went ahead, I had a little bit of a catastrophe, got it cleaned up here, but this is the primer. It looks just like a straight up lotion. I'm assuming you rub it in. It does feel a little bit thick, but it doesn't have any unpleasant smell. It actually smells just like light cucumber, which is quite refreshing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to this side. Now, obviously I do have, like I said before, normal to oily skin. So this could prove to be a little bit problematic for me, but I do wanna test it out for you guys that are on the more normal to dry side, just to see if it really is hydrating and all of that. All right, so both sides are good and dried down. I feel like the Ofra side feels a little bit tighter, mainly because I think that primer kind of dried down on top of it, which isn't abnormal or weird or anything, but it does feel very different than this side, which went in and like gave me a drink of water water to the skin. So very different feelings on both half of the face, but that's okay. So next up is typically foundation. I think we're all well aware of what comes next, but I thought today we would maybe bust open something a little different. Bust open something that I've been sitting on for quite a minute. Bust open this egg. Guys, I am so excited. I don't know why I didn't include this the last time I did a full face of high-end makeup, but I did purchase the Nikita egg that she came out with, and it has the two halves in it, which are the powder, the under eye brightening powder, and then the color corrector. And I thought for today maybe we could go ahead and try using the color corrector, not just for under the eyes, but for this acne situation I have going on, and then maybe put the foundation over top of it, put it under the eyes, see how it wears under foundation, under concealer, and all that good stuff. Now I'm going to take, let's just do like a little swatch of this. Oh my god, it's like pumpkin orange. Oh girl. Okay, I'm nervous. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this first over some acne. And I'm just gonna kind of dot it in over here. And then what I'm gonna do is go in with the butt of this little beauty sponge and kind of pat it in. So I'm gonna leave this right here. Now, I already know obviously that these spots were red, so it does look like this kind of settled a little bit into the redness, which I don't think that's an issue so much, because I do think it's gonna help correct it in the long run. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead now, anytime you guys know, of course, I'm going in with a new primer. I do not mess around with my foundation, so I'm going to take something that I am used to using, which is my L'Oreal True Match. This is in shade 1.5 Bone, and I am going to apply this here right onto my Juno and Co Sponge, which is actually the one that I just washed. So let's go ahead and get this over it. I'm not taking a ton, but what I want to do is just kind of pack it onto here and see if I can cover that. Oh wow, I can. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm not sure, but I do feel like that just gave me kind of an orange tint to everything. What I want to do is only apply the color corrector to this half of my face, under eye and over the acne, and then on this side I want to go in with nothing, just like I normally would. Oh yeah, wow, there's definitely like an orange cast on this side versus this side. Like, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. This side is completely normal. This side is like carrot orange. Like, look at the difference. And truth be told, like, what are the odds I did use too much? Probably pretty good, because that's what I do. Over the color corrector area, I actually think it looks pretty nice. Now, do I think it added enough coverage that I would use it over my acne? I don't think so, but I am about ready to apply it under the eyes, and maybe we'll see a little bit more of a difference there. So I'm gonna grab it and just do it on this side, of course, here. And I'm only gonna go in with a little bit, like I'm gonna stop right there and then go in with the pointed end here and just blend it out. I'm gonna try to keep it concentrated like right in that inner region right there, because that's where a lot of my blue baggage hangs out. So I'm only gonna pull over like the leftover area. Oh yeah, that's right. Who let herself buy a fresh Tarte Shape Tape in porcelain beige? This girl. I'm so excited. Like, what? Just hold on. Oh, fresh, unadulterated Shape Tape. So satisfying. So I'm gonna go ahead here and apply over top of that, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn this blender around, and we're going to blend it over top. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer to both sides, which is not abnormal. Boom, just a little bit. All right, so I went ahead, I patted out both sides, and it's interesting because I actually feel like the side without the color corrector, it looks a little brighter, but the side with the color corrector did hide the blue a little bit. Now, to be fair though, I don't really have like bad blue bags under my eyes, so I don't think it's something that would be like insanely noticeable, like different on my skin, but I'm not mad at it. I do think that it did a really nice job covering the blue. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just take my Shape Tape here and I'm gonna Shape Tape the rest of my face. You guys know the drill. I just like to use this to highlight a little bit. All right, y'all, so it took a little doing, but I did kind of get a lot of that orange, I think, corrected over here. It took a minute. I do think if I were to go in with this again, with the color corrector that is, I would have to be very sparing with it, and I think that it would work best over areas of my face that are just really red and inflamed, because I do think that it does a nice job. Like, I can't see hardly any, if any, acne like poking through, and on this side I can actually see a little bit, like right here, down here, those are actually coming through, and so I do think it does a good job like as a color corrector, but because I'm super fair, I would be very cautious, and I don't know if it's worth me putting under the eyes, so I do think for me it'd be best used with acne, and obviously I'll keep working with it, but just something to note. Now, before we go in and set the face, I'm actually excited because I don't have a powder blush, but your girl does have one of those new cream Cream Nude Stix blushes, honey, and I am so excited. This is in the shade Tiger Lily Queen, and I have been wanting to try one of these for so freaking long. Oh my God, look at that color. Oh, and the little fuzzy brush. Oh my God. Did I just squeak? So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to just get up all on these cheekies right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead here and take the butt of my Juno and Co, just because I really don't want to remove anything if I can help it. And I'm going to just pat that in. Oh my God, that is just seamless. That's so pretty. Oh, I just love that. Okay, I think honestly, I would go in just like straight sponge to applicator. I don't think I would swipe it on my face. But look, wow, is that so cute. All right, you guys, now for powdering the face, I am so excited that these finally launched. The new Too Faced Born This Way multi-use complexion powder. I grabbed this in the shade Cloud, which I believe is their lightest shade. Guys, look at how light this is. I am literally obsessed. If you're new to my channel, by the way, hi, hello. I never can get a powder to translate and make my face brighter. I always look 3 shades darker. Any powder I use always makes me at least a little bit darker, and this is so nice and light and bright. Oh my God, I think I'm, oh, please wear nicely. So first things first, we have to re-pat out the under eye. I'm gonna go in here with my Marc Jacobs the Conceal brush, and I am going to pat that right on under those. For the rest of the face, I'm just gonna grab a powder puff here, and I'm going to very lightly kind of tap off and then work this into the skin here a little bit. Oh wow, that's beautiful. God, I hope that this looks even remotely this good by the end of the day. Damn. Now moving on from there, it's time for bronzer, and I picked up this little guy from Pure. This is their Bronzing Act matte bronzer in the shade Light, and I heard really good things about this. A lot of people really seem to love it. Now obviously I just went ahead and ruined that whole pretty marble thing they had going on, but let's hope. Ooh. Okay, I love that color a lot, actually. Yes, this has possibilities. Let's go ahead and apply it to the face. I'm gonna do that here with my IT Cosmetics blurring powder brush. It's a duo fiber brush, and I'm going to work that all over the contours of the face. Doritos and Cheetos and cupcakes galore. All I know is I'll always want more. All right, guys, so that bronzer is literally gorgeous. Like, I love the tone of it. I think it looks beautiful. It applies like silky smooth. I have no issues. The tone of it is just, it's beautiful. Now for blush, like I told you guys, I had a cream blush. I didn't have a powder blush, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of No Vacancy here by Colourpop and apply a little bit to the cheeks. Nothing crazy. I just want a little something that'll accentuate that cream blush, and this is just the perfect little pop. Okay, so as most of you know, I love to go in at this point with my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. It's the trio. I use that all the time. But I thought for today's video, we would test out something else. This is from MAC, and this is their Mineralized Skin Finish in Light, and this is something, excuse me, sir. No, thank you. This is something that one of you guys actually recommended. You said it was a really nice, finely milled finishing powder and that I could try this out. And I'm really excited because I've tried a lot of finishing powders out, and a lot of times they're nice, but they're never anything that I'm like, oh wow, it's the same as Hourglass. But if I could find something that was a cheaper alternative, I would 100% be down for that. So I'm just gonna take, just like I normally would with my Hourglass, I use this as a nice way to buff everything into the skin and into each other. It really helps all of like the blush and the bronzer and everything just meld together. So I'm just taking all over. This is the Morphe JH01, and I am just kind of lightly buffing it into the skin. Okay, so this is really pretty. I don't hate it on the skin. A couple things that it's not as far as like the Hourglass goes. The Hourglass one is even more refined. It's much more finely milled than this is. So I feel like it does an even better job at like smoothing out the skin. That's number one. Number two, the one from Hourglass has a little bit more radiance to it. It actually has like some sort of, I don't want to say a glitter reflect, but it has like a lot more of that shimmery type feel to it when you're done, and when you've worked it into your skin. Your skin just looks a lot more glowy, and this one doesn't have that. That doesn't mean it's bad, but this does lean more toward like the matte version of a finishing powder, which I don't think is a bad thing. It's just not, it's not a dupe. I wouldn't consider it a dupe, but it is nice. All right, so now it's time for brows, and I am so freaking excited because I have the new stuff here from Sigma, and I have been waiting to try this out for so long. I've actually had this package with me the longest out of all of these, and do you know the restraint it takes me to not play with a new brow powder? Girl, it is next next level. So I have the powder, I have the pencil, and I have the Tint and Tame Brow Gel in the shade medium, and I am really excited to tear into these. Oh, you guys, this is the little brow powder duo in medium. I really, really like those colors. I went ahead and swatched them right there. You get a little bit cooler. They're both on the cooler side. That's a little bit odd. Normally they do like one more cool, one a little bit more warm, but I'm not mad at the colors. I think that they'll work just fine with my hair. And then what else did I get here? This is the Fill and Blend Brow Pencil, also in medium. I think I got everything in medium, so at least I'm consistent. This is like your standard spoolie style pencil here. Brow pencil. Ooh, that's nice. That's very creamy. So there's the pencil right there. All right, Sigma, so your spoolie game is a little bit weak. I'm not gonna lie about it. I like a little bit of a fatter, thicker girl, but that's okay. That's all right, to each his own. And then this here is the Tint and Tame Brow Gel, also in medium. This is a big old beefy package. I'm sorry, does that not look like a mascara to anybody? Oh my God, okay, not mad at that. Little tiny little fat little guy here, okay. And then here is a little scraping of the brow gel right there. So all the colors are very consistent. Love that. First off, I'm going to start by going in with the lighter shade out of the brow powder kit on my JS7 little brush here and just start to shape out the brows. Okay, so that powder was insanely quick on that brow. It was literally like 2 minutes to work it in. Super rich in pigment, very nice and very velvety feeling, which is amazing. Normally I wouldn't do this, but seeing how it's a first impression and I have it with me, let's go ahead here and grab their little pencil, and I'm just going to use this, I think, on the tail, just to sharpen it up a little here. Now I'm gonna try the gel here and get a feel for her. All right guys, so now I'm a little irritated. This right here, and I don't think you can really see it on camera, but this is one of those prime moments where I don't love it when a brow gel is super thin in like its viscosity, because when you apply it to your brow, it literally just like sprays like a garden hose all over the place. And I went in and I like wiped off this thing multiple times and I like tried to work it in, I tried to spoolie it out, and all it ends up doing is like settling into your skin and then smearing all over, which is what it did right here. So I'll probably try to fix that with concealer, but that is a little bit unenjoyable for me. But now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to run off of camera. I'm going to do this brow and I'm going to film another video. I'm going to do the eye portion and I will be right back. I'll give you some more details when I come back on camera. So hang tight. I'm going to go do that here and I will be right back. All right, beautiful people, I am back. This is the eye look that happened while I was away from you. Now, if you did miss yesterday's video, I will go ahead and link what I just did, the review of the NYX Modern Dreamer palette. This was highly requested from you guys in the NYX Born to Glow foundation review, which I can also link. That was last Friday. And I wanted to do this, make sure it was up, and I really love how this turned out. I hope you guys love the video. I hope it's informative for you. And again, just in case you thought you'd overlook it, girl, this is what you're working with, and it is gorgeous. So now jumping right back into this video here, we're gonna grab the other half of the egg, which is still from Dragun Beauty, and this is the Dragun Beauty Transformation Face Powder. All right, so here she is again with this really cute scale design. You open it up, nice mirror right there, not mad at that. So here are the two shades. We have the top one right here, which is this guy. This is Pink Opal, and then this is Yellow Topaz, which is obviously down here. Now for my under eye, I'm thinking the yellow one is probably going to be a little bit brighter. Go ahead and swatch them. You can actually barely see those on my skin. Wow. But right up there is the yellow one. It stands out just a little bit more, and then underneath of that is the pink. So I think this is a good size. We're gonna go in with the Sigma F25, and I think I'm gonna start off with the yellow powder. I'm going in with a really large brush because I'm just not sure quite what to expect. So I have a good amount of powder there, and we are going to just lightly kind of tap. Whoa. Did you just see that happen right before my eyes? Because I did. I swear I just saw that get so much brighter. Okay, let me like do it again. Whoa. I'm not making, that was impressive. That just made my under eye so much brighter. Like, look at that. Oh my God. Okay, let's do the other eye. Hopefully we can catch the magic here. Oh my, I did not think that was gonna happen because I have such light skin. Like normally it's really difficult for me to brighten my under eyes, and yellow powders never work for me. Boom, one swipe, whoa. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not, or if it's something I can just see in real life, but that is brightening. I love that. Oh my gosh. And y'all might also notice, by the way, I removed my nail polish before I started filming that other video. I didn't realize how nasty it looked. I caught a glimpse of it on camera right when I was switching videos, and I was like, absolutely not. We need to correct this. And now they just look so sad. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't handle chip nail polish, so this is better, but like I need to paint them immediately. All right, so now you guys know before I like to go in with highlight, I always spray my face. I do have a new setting spray, but I'm waiting until the end to use that one, so I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Spray real quick. And now that it is time for highlight, I will show to you the two options we have. The first one is this adorable little Too Faced palette. This is their Hyper Reflective Highlighting Palette. This packaging is so freaking cute. Ooh, oh yeah. All right, what I think I want to do, obviously this is the main one for my skin tone right here, the lightest shade, which is in vanilla. There's vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. I actually think that's really cute. Like, oh, Neapolitan. I like where you're going with this. And I'm going to go in here with the Milani All Over Blending Brush, and it's a little bit of like a pancake style-y flat brush, and I'm going to dive into this shade right here. Oh, wow. There's a lot of product on there, honey. And a cat hair. That's rude. And I'm going to apply this to my cheeky. It is literally glitter flaking all over my existence, so that's nice. The only thing I'm not loving about this is that it seems like it's a glitter set in a really like not super reflective base. So as a highlight, when you apply it like with a brush like most people do, what it's doing is it's reflecting lightly. But if you go in, I have a feeling here with just like a little bit on your finger and you tap it on, like look at how immediate, and I had almost none on my finger, and the payoff is almost immediately doubled. So this is the type of highlight that I do think if you're more on the glitter side, you'd probably enjoy it. I would probably use this as a glitter topper or like a highlight topper, and it would look really pretty. As a highlight by itself, probably not my fave. All right, so lucky for all of us, Paige brought another option to the table. Boom, this is from Pure. It's one of their highlights in the shade Afterglow, and I picked this up when I bought the bronzer, actually. That's gorgeous. I did just go ahead here and wipe this brush off so there's nothing on it, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the other side. Yep, I love that. That's real pretty. Let's pounce off a little bit of the nose highlight. I'm looking a little Rudolphy. That's all right. That's a lot better. Okay, good. Glad we had that talk. Ooh, yep. That is beautiful. I would 100% use this again. Really love how this one looks on the skin. Again, this one, it's not my favorite, but it does have a purpose. It's pretty. I'm not mad at it. It's just not my favorite. All right, and next up, we're going to test out the new spray I have. This here is from Tarte. This is their new Stay Spray. And the claims on the back of the bottle here, it says, locks makeup in place for 16 hours. It is transfer proof. It is weightless and microfine. And it has cucumber and aloe extracts. All right, so here is the packaging. Very Tarte. I love the color scheme. I like the presentation. Let's go ahead and give it a spray. Ooh. Okay, and it smells like a light cucumber, but it's not too overwhelming. No, that's not bad actually. And hold on, listen. Ooh, that's a good spray. Very fine. Let's go ahead here and give ourselves a little spritz. Only thing is I did have to get it pretty close to my face to be able to really feel the mist, but I'm not mad at it. I really love a good fine mist. I'm going to give it a couple more because it doesn't feel very wet on my skin. And that is something that I do prefer. Okay, and as I spray it a couple more times, the scent is a little bit stronger than I would like, but it dissipates quickly, which is nice. Now, I don't have a new dewy spray, but I do always go in with one, just a couple sprays. I'm going to grab the Milani Make It Dewy here. And then I'm just going to lightly kind of press a couple of these areas in. I just feel like they might need it a little bit here. Now we are going to move on to mascara, and this was requested from you guys, and I am so excited to try it out. The new one from Too Faced. Damn, girl. Look at those lashes on it. This is what we're going to be playing with today. I am so freaking excited. Oh my, that is a giant brush. I feel like that's a really similar shape to their Better Than Sex wand. Like the hourglass shape. That's nothing, I don't think, new, but it does seem to be a larger version. But before we get into this, I'm actually going to go ahead here and curl my lashes. Got my little Tarte lash curler here. Let's curl these bad boys all the way up, honey. All right, and now that we're good and curled, we are going to take this massive ass toilet cleaning wand, and we're going to start applying some coats to the eyeballs. Whew, can't wait to see how this goes. All right, so obviously you guys are going to see it when I do the close-up after the whole face is done, but after 3 coats, dare I say, damn girl, like these lashes look nice. Do I think the difference between 2 and 3 coats is astronomical? No, but this mascara is real nice. Like my lashes look full. They look kind of clumpy, but not overly clumpy. They look nice and long, but not long and spidery. They are like a really good in between right now, and I live for it. All right, so it's nothing you can see on camera because the actual tube is black, and I just tried to zoom the camera in about 12 times, and it's just not showing up. So the only issue I have with this is the level of like gummed up product that is on the outside right here. I'm not sure how that's going to fare with the actual product inside the tube, but just something to note. Other than that part though, this is a beautiful upper lash line mascara. For the lower lash line, girl, absolutely not. The wand is way too big. I would use my CoverGirl Lash Blast. I would use any other mascara, quite frankly, for the lower lash line before I use this one because it's just too cumbersome. But for the upper lashes, it looks beautiful. All right, you guys, so for lips, I let myself do something I don't normally let myself do. When it comes to high-end lipsticks, lip glosses, anything like that, I try to be a little bit more strict, but I gave myself a little bit of an early present for my birthday. I'm gonna be 30. I need help coping, and I was having a weak moment, and I bought the entire new set of the Huda Beauty lipsticks that she launched. You guys, her Power Bullet lipsticks give me actual life, love, and happiness, and I had to have them. So let's go ahead and swatch them. I'm not gonna swatch them on my mouth, all of them, because I will actually screw up my entire face of makeup, rest assured. So let me go ahead and at least swatch the colors for you. And these are something that obviously as I use them, oh my God, the packaging. Oh, and then the actual lipstick itself, like what even is this faceted dream? It warms my soul. That right there is Bachelorette, hot freaking gorgeous pink. That right there is Promotion Day, right? Yeah, Promotion Day. That is a beautiful like blue undertoned red. Then we have Spring Break, Honeymoon, El Cinco de Mayo, and that is like a brighter version of the second one I swatched. It still like has a blue undertone, but it's just a little bit brighter. Ooh, really pretty though. Then we have Rendezvous. Staycation is next, and this one is more of a cool undertone brown, I would say. Ooh, and then last but not least, we have Anniversary. And then here is a straight shot of all the lipsticks if you were curious. These things are so gorgeous. They are so creamy. I love the actual swatch order that I have going on and how they started off looking one way and they end looking so much better. Like what happened to those top 3 swatches? Girl, I don't know. But I do think I'm going to try going in here with Anniversary on the lips. Ooh. That's a pretty color. Okay. All right, you guys, and this is the finished look. What do we think? I have to say, out of all the products I used today, I'm pretty happy with most of them. I like how the look turned out really, really well. The only ones that I'm a little bit skeptical on still are the Ofra primer, just because when I'm up close, I do feel like the First Aid Beauty side looks a little bit nicer. Now, I will also say, though, that side does look a little bit more oily, and it's starting to feel a little bit more oily, so I don't love that. But if you are on the normal to dry side, my skin feels really nice and hydrated. Now when it comes to pretty much everything else, I've already told you my thoughts as I've went along. So the only 2 products that I didn't love were, like I said, that Ofra primer and the Too Faced highlight. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I would have personally preferred it had a little bit more of like a champagne base to it. So those are my final thoughts. Be sure to leave me your thoughts down below. Do you like the look? Do you like the products? What are your thoughts overall? Any of these you were looking to pick up or curious about, leave it down below. While you're down there, don't forget you can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. They are both linked down in the description box. And if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so and turn on your post notifications. That way you're uploaded every single time I upload, which by the way is 5 videos a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a lot, but if you like good, fun, fresh daily content where we talk about all things new in makeup, what we love, what we don't love, what's going on, what are my favorites, and everything in between, we talk about it a ton here, 5 days a week. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time in Northern Michigan, which is bright and early, especially if you're out in California. That's like between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So definitely subscribe if you're up early. But you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out with me. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, I'm sorry. Was that the fastest outro I've ever done? Booyah. Yes, it was, honey. Yeah. Let's address a little spot in the room. This spot. Y'all, I do not over there. Okay, that was rude. That side does look a little bit more oily. Anytime I go in with primers, I go in with a normal foundation that I already know. Okay. The Ofra side does feel a little bit tighter because obviously that has like kind of a... Alright, so y'all know the drill. Anytime I go in with a my eyebrow itches. That's a weird sentence. Stop it. Stop it again. Oh my God.